ਹਾਊਸ ਆਫ ਕਾਮਨਸ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵੇਂ ਬਣੇ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਨੇਤਾ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਾਧੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਯੋਜਨਾਬੰਦ ਟੈਕਸ ਵਾਧੇ ਲਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਪੋਲੀਵਰੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਖਰਚੇ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਭੈੜਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਗੈਸ ਹੀਟਿੰਗ ਭੋਜਨ ਅਤੇ ਤਨਖਾਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਟੈਕਸ ਵਾਧੇ ਨੂੰ ਰੱਦ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਇਸ ਤੇ ਬੋਲਦਿਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਹਿਣ ਸਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਲਾਗਤ ਦਾ ਮੁਕਾਬਲਾ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਅਤੇ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਰੱਖਿਅਤ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਅਤੇ ਕਮਜ਼ੋਰ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।
Liberal Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador, the forthcoming hike in the carbon tax will mean that the total cost for a Newfoundland senior living in the countryside on their heating bill will have been 80%. Canadians cannot afford that. But just for clarity, if you are a Newfoundland senior, how much will your home heating bill rise as a result of the forthcoming hike in the Liberal carbon tax?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, like all parliamentarians, we have each heard stories from Canadians who are struggling with the high cost of living, with the inflation that's been caused by the global crisis. That's why we're putting forward concrete measures that are going to help Canadians. We're going to double the GST tax credit that's going to hit millions of families with extra support. We're delivering on support for low-income families on dental, and we're also moving forward with support for low-income renters. The Leader of the Opposition has an opportunity to support these measures and get help directly to Canadians. I hope he does exactly that.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, the Leader of the Liberal Party has an opportunity to respect the fact that heating your home in January and February in Canada is not a luxury. And it does not make those Canadians polluters. They're just trying to survive. This from a Prime Minister who burned more jet fuel in 1 month than 20 average Canadians burn in an entire year. So will the Prime Minister ground the jet, park the hypocrisy, and axe the tax hikes?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, on this side of the House, we're going to continue to stay focused on direct and real help for Canadians, responding to the challenges they're facing with meaningful measures that are going to help millions of Canadians in the middle class and those working hard to join it. If Canadians had followed the advice of the Leader of the Opposition and invested in volatile cryptocurrencies in an attempt to, quote, opt out of inflation, they would have lost half of their savings. Mr. Speaker, responsible leadership means stepping up for Canadians and being there to support them. Will the Conservative leader support our measures to support Canadians?
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
We will not support tax hikes on Canadians. Speaking of tax hikes, they plan to raise taxes on paychecks. Now, yesterday, the Finance Minister claimed that all the EI tax hikes that they would collect would go to EI benefits. In fact, I looked it up over the next 3 years. They're going to collect $10 billion more in EI taxes than they pay out in EI benefits, allowing the Prime Minister to grab up the difference and use it to feed his insatiable spending appetites. Canadians can't afford a bigger bite off their paychecks. Will the Prime Minister cancel his tax hikes on Canadian paychecks?